Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcast and content creators.
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Say goodnight to the bad puppy, come on. Last time you're gonna see a puppy like this again, my baby for real.
Yo, the first puppet in a pair of bucks. The first puppet getting cutty, he about to tear the city up. You need a skid or something, hit him up. Nephew from Detroit tapped in with the biggest And Neff even got a comic book. Fly enough to make your baby mama look. Oh, we got him shook. You ain't never seen a puppet in a polo. Probably at the Lions game pulling up dolo, huh? You see his merch, he probably pissing on the logo. Or out with the ladies taking photos. Hold on, the first puppet on Kid L is overflow. Them other guys is telling lies, Pinocchio. I let my baby know it's on the flow. They gon' have to catch up with Stretch and Neff, cause we on the go. The first puppet of the first puppet. Fuck it, tell Kermit Miss Piggy love it. What up, though, my baby? 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 What up, though, my baby?
Uncle Stretch, it's a rap. 313, my baby, Detroit, stand up. First puppet, we making history, my baby. Shout out to K's, nephew in the building. You already know what time it is. Taking over, my baby. First to do it, the last to do it.
Today we got Niko on the podcast. How you doing today, Niko?
I'm doing real good.
All right. So tell, just for people that's watching, just tell us a little bit about yourself and where you from.
I grew up in Colorado, but I've been living in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah,
Sorry, I've never done a podcast in my life.
Oh, you're all right. You're good. There's no.
I just want them to hear you.
Yeah. There's no wrong way. You're good.
So I lived around a little bit, and I am currently going to the University of New Mexico and studying landscape architecture. So I was up here in Detroit at the Detroit Mercy University, and we were at Design Futures Conference, which is all about.
Shout out to Callahan Hall, UD Mercy for sure. So tell me something. What you say Albuquerque, Colorado, coming from the West. Tell me what you think about Detroit. Like just the things you've seen, the cuisine you've had, places you might have visited since you've been here.
Dude, it's been beautiful. Honestly, I've had a great time. I was joking because talking to people and being like, oh, I'm visiting, about half of everybody was like, oh, you better be careful, you look like a tourist, and you got to watch what you're doing. And then the other half of people were like, this is a beautiful place. I probably grew up here, or I've lived here a long time, and it takes care of me, and I help take care of it. And that has been the case, dude. I haven't met a single person that's been like even negative in any way, which is crazy.
That's what's
Detroit's
up.
really taken care of me, and it's been a great fucking trip, and lots of like cool.
That's what's up. That's what we shout out to Detroit, man. Now this is coming from somebody that's from out of town, so you're doing something right, Detroit. We're doing something right. Shout out to Detroit. You get a chance to see places like Belle Isle, downtown.
Both.
Okay. So we doing a good job, man. That's a great pat on the back for us. If it was anything though, no matter how little that you would like to see change, or really not like to see change, that you think would be better if it was a different way, what would you say?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm about to say if it's nothing, that's all right too. I'm just, I'm trying to get Detroit to see what's going on from every angle from a visitor.
It seems like that. Like I've been here 10 years ago and have heard stories. 2008 was hard, and Muskegon had also been through a lot of times, like industrial, big factories leaving and changing the whole neighborhood.
Right.
And Detroit has changed and has grown a lot, and from what I've heard from people that I've talked to, that's been a blessing and a curse. As with any big city, even like Albuquerque, Colorado, prices go up when people move in. Yeah,
that's part of it. Inflation. You're correct about that. How close are you in regards to like Four Corners?
I live about 3 hours away. Like New Mexico's right there with Colorado, Arizona, and Utah.
Okay. Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
There's another Four Corners too, just like Oklahoma and those states over there.
Okay, it's 2 Four Corners? I never knew that.
I didn't know that till I was down in the Southwest.
Okay. Now, that's pretty much desert where you're at, correct?
Really desert. I was saying the river dried up the other day.
Wow. Wow. Can y'all imagine if the Detroit River dried up? Yeah. I couldn't.
There's no way. I can't imagine that. That river is huge.
The river is huge. You know what? Excuse me, because I do this sometimes during the podcast. Don't do it. That's my message to young kids and the youth. If you got a decision to make, try to make the right decision, because that's what being smart is. It's not from books. It's making the right decision at the right time. So don't do it. Don't let somebody influence you to do it. You will go to jail. You will get burnt up. Your family gonna have to pay to have a funeral. All bad things can happen when you make bad decisions. So I just like to instill that. Now we're gonna get back to what we was talking about. So Four Corners, huh? Yeah. Another thing, today's topic is really health is wealth. So I like to always bring health up because especially people of my age, we really don't like to go to the hospital. We don't get tested. Well, blood work, all that stuff is important as you get older, especially. So if you have not been to the hospital, you might be feeling okay. But if you have not been in years to get an exam, please go get that blood work done. Go get tested for stuff, because knowing early is the best case scenario. Anything's going on, if you catch it early enough, you could be good. So you don't know how many people that's out there that to say, oh, I'm all right, and they waited, and when they finally go to the hospital, I was one of them people. I lost my kidneys due to high blood pressure, but had I gone to the hospital to get my blood pressure under control, something as minor as blood pressure, I would have been okay. So I heard the stories. If you had only came 6 months ago, a year ago, we could have saved your kidneys. I sat there. I have tears in my eyes, and I've been through all that. So I'm trying to save you guys some of that stuff that I went through. So
I have a question. Do you feel like a lot of people don't go to the doctor due to finances or fear?
I think it's fear more so than finances, because you really don't. You might need finances or to figure out to continue treatments, but to get diagnosed, all you got to do is go to the emergency. That's it. They're going to do all the blood work, all that. Somebody's got to pay for it. They're going to what's going to go on, but you're going to know what's going on. And then you could figure out the payments, because my surgery cost $400,000, almost $400,000. I didn't have that. I didn't know where that was coming from, but we figured it out during the process. What can I apply for? What was I able to get to help me? So, social workers, there's people to work with you through that. But I think it's more so fear, because people just don't want to find out that something is wrong, because it's life-changing sometimes. Everything is okay, and then you go to the doctor and you find out, something bad, everything changes tomorrow. And I'm trying to let y'all know that's life. It's okay for change. Stuff change, but staying on top of it is the only weapon you have. Because I promise you, if it get too far, it's no coming back from it. In most cases. If it get too far, it's no coming back from it. I got several friends right now. I knew nothing about dialysis until I had to do dialysis. I was on dialysis for 5 years. My blood type is type O. I got one of the rarest blood types. So it took me longer to get a transplant than it would take somebody with A, B, or just B, or something that's more common. So I met a lot of people, but I knew nothing about dialysis. I knew nothing about this whole struggle. So after I went through it, I was on dialysis 5 years, had a transplant. I became an advocate for kidneys. Just, I'm not for money. I go to dialysis centers and talk to people. People call me all the time. I got several friends that's going through the process now of getting on the list to get transplants. I'm walking with them. But I think that was just my calling, because I was into a lot of stuff in life. I'm talking about I was into a lot of stuff in life. Y'all know what I'm talking about, especially the people that know me. But when God ready for you to, hey, that's over with, and send you on a new path, he sends you on a new path, and that's what happened to me. Dialysis actually saved my life. I might have been in prison, dead, ain't no telling what, because there's a lot of things I couldn't do no more. And the world move on without you. These people was more worried about me getting sick, dying, than wanted me to make some money or be in the scene where everybody at and all that. They was concerned about me. So I kind of fell off the map. But these same people, a lot of them not around no more. So I would have been right there with them. Yeah. That's how I see it. But
for the both of you, what is something that you would tell a younger person about health as well?
It starts young too. Like, it's care now, and then we seem invincible, and later it becomes like, oh, I don't need to go because it doesn't hurt that bad, and then it's a problem, and you should start taking care and listening.
You definitely should, because even especially younger, when you're young, like she said, you feel invincible. Mm-hmm. When I was in college, I was passing out on the basketball court. And I just, I didn't know I was dehydrated. I didn't understand. I didn't come from a going to the doctor background from how I was raised. If something was wrong, you went to the hospital, but just to keep regular checkups and stuff like that. When I went away to college, I wasn't thinking about nothing like that. I went on the sideline, rested. When I felt like I could get back out there and play, I went and played. But all these signs you ignore when you're young. And especially if you come from a place where you're not used to going to the doctor often, regularly. So you ignore that stuff. And I'm going to tell you one thing that I learned going through my sickness. The body adjusts well. So you could feel like you're sick or you could feel like something is wrong for a week, and in a week, your body adjusts. So you don't feel that way no more. But it's still going on. You still feel the same way, you still got the same, but your body has adjusted so it can move on. And the body is amazing. It's an amazing healer. If you give it time to heal, it heals. But it's important. Yeah, young. I would say, especially when you get to high school, and that's most of the time where people start getting physicals, they going into sports and stuff like that. Just get in a routine and just keep going back once a year when you're young. If you're my age, you should be going every 4 to 6 months, getting tested. If you're my age, I'm 51. You should be getting blood work. If you're not getting blood work twice a year, you're not going enough. Every 6 months. Even if nothing is wrong with you. Because it's detecting things early that matters. So, yeah, man, it's amazing that how when I was young, I didn't know anybody on dialysis. I didn't know about kidney problems. We was running, but now I know 30, 40 people. People tell me all the time, did you know he was going through the same thing you went through? I didn't know. But it's common now. And I know it's a problem in Michigan that doctors put people on dialysis that don't need to be on dialysis. So it's a big thing. See, there are a lot of people not aware of these type of things if you're not connected to the medical community. I'm not connected to the medical community, but my doctors put me up on stuff like this, my nephrologist. Like dialysis is big money. It's like $4,000 a treatment. So some of these doctors, they buy dialysis centers, and you go in there not feeling well, and they say you need dialysis. They put you on there to get that money. So you got to get second and third opinions in some cases. But
it can be hard sometimes to talk your doctor into giving you that, like questioning blood work when there's not a reason for it, like you don't already feel bad. And there's started to be like in Albuquerque, everybody goes to Tricor, like your doctor sends their order to Tricor.
Okay.
And you can go to Tricor yourself without a doctor and be like, I want the basic panel or whatnot. And it's a fee. And sometimes your insurance covers it that way because it's not ordered by a doctor, but it can be another way to get it when your doctor doesn't take you seriously and is like, oh, you don't need that shit. Because that happens often too.
yeah, if they can't get the money out your insurance company, they won't waste their time. I got a joke I like saying. When I used to do stand-up, I used to say, the doctors gave me 6 months to live. I told them I couldn't pay my bill. They gave me another 6 months. So it's like you just got to be aware. But you got to go, understand when you go to the doctor works for you. You tell them what you want done. They'll recommend stuff sometimes, but you gotta know I need to test this, and this, and all the other stuff you said too. But I feel something over here. I don't need you to test over there right now. Or test that too. Test everything. Forget it. Test everything. I want to know everything. But that is basically a big problem amongst people my age. I got an uncle that his ankles are swollen and stuff now. I just learned of this yesterday. I said, I'm gonna take you myself. I'm gonna pull up on you. He still go to work. He still everything. Like your next day off, I'm gonna pull up on you and take you myself because sometimes they don't realize how serious the warning signs be.
Yeah. So what is one thing that you guys would change differently as it pertains to the healthcare world, or maybe just a particular rule or a law? What would you change in healthcare?
What you think, Niko?
I was standing waving at Canada the other day, and I was like, it smells like free healthcare, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yes.
That's definitely what I would change. I don't understand, like, if we are trying to make the world a better place, why does it cost? Why is it so expensive to keep somebody well? Why does education cost? We're trying to make the world a better place. Why are we charging for things that's the stuff that makes the world a better place? Healthcare shouldn't cost. You know, you should come up with a ways that these doctors and these scientists get paid for discoveries and coming up with but they shouldn't be able to monopolize. Like I got one pill that costs, how much that pill costs a month? The warden is in the background. Y'all give it up for the warden. I got one pill that costs $3,200 a month for me to take one pill a day.
And that's an anti-rejection. That's like your lifer.
I cannot be without it. Anti-rejection medicines, when you get a transplant, it's foreign to your body. So you take anti-rejection medication so your natural body don't fight off the foreign kidney. So I have to take them for the rest of my life. When I stop taking them, my body will fight off the kidney will fail. That medicine, because how it's needed, it costs $3,200 a month. And think about how many people are on this. If you ever had a transplant, if you have any foreign thing in your body, you take anti-rejection medications at this cost. So I would change. Healthcare wouldn't cost anything. And if you're going into, you're trying to be a doctor, you're trying to do anything that's helping people survive, your education is free. You got to offset it somewhere because you got to charge for this stuff because they pay so much to get the education. Mm-hmm. Now they got to pay these loans and stuff back. Everything equals what it's supposed to, but it's still ridiculous. Send these doctors and stuff away. Then you'll get more people that want to be doctors. If they know they can go be a doctor for free. I can practice medicine. I can be a nurse. I can do all this. It's not going to cost me anything. And then when I get my job, I'm still going to earn it. You'll have more people in that field. You'll have less people out here doing some of this ignorant shit, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's how I really feel about it. Then you, like she said, you look at Canada. Canada has free healthcare. If you're a resident of Canada, you don't pay for healthcare.
And that's right there.
It's right across a imaginary line.
I don't know, like perfect.
Was this always a thing, or did it just start?
The free healthcare?
Yes.
So what it is, naturally you pay your taxes every month, every year, or whatever. You can pick what healthcare program you want, and that's included in your taxes. So technically, that's how your healthcare is free.
Is that?
We pay taxes anyway.
We pay more taxes than anywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
As U.S. citizens, we pay more taxes than anywhere. Healthcare should be free, and I don't know. I don't know what we could ever do to make that, because there's so many people making money. There's so many people that'll fight against that, but
revolution. I don't know, even like the little things. So I went to the West End while I was here.
Okay.
And it is the West End Christian Community Development Center. Their farm, they have all kinds of like healthy food, and they do a farmer's market. And then just up the road from them was a place called the Riyadh. And I don't remember the organization that ran that, but they have a health fair every year, and they have all kinds of people that come, like healers, people that sell healthy food, and it's in that neighborhood, but it's for whoever comes, and that's a way to not necessarily get hospital health care, but you're still taking care of your neighbors and build up those ways, like healthcare so much.
You mean like holistic type
Exactly.
of? Okay.
But also like making that the culture. Healthcare is the way it is in the United States because we made it a for-profit venture, and companies and insurance companies make so much money off of people being sick. Why would they make you be healthy? Like if we didn't need all the doctors and the crazy surgeries because we were healthy, they wouldn't make any fucking money, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
So they make, and those same companies are the ones making all the food that's making us sick, all that processed shit, man. They all work together and shake hands.
Yeah.
They all get together, shake hands, play golf together. That's so true.
If you go to McDonald's in Canada versus a McDonald's here,
Tastes totally different.
Canada's McDonald's tastes so much better, healthier. You can tell a difference.
Because
in the taste.
Their country does not allow certain products.
Yeah, and they offer the free healthcare. So why would
I make you sick?
If I don't have to.
Why would I make you sick?
It's
Why would I allow you?
This close. It's the closeness that's getting me, because it's like, how can you distinguish here and there when it's like this?
It's legal for you to put all this stuff out there for kids to eat. They got hot and readies that a parent will weigh up finances. Like, it's just cheaper for me to get these two hot and readies than to go to the grocery store, because a roast costs $30.
Yeah.
And that might be the
And
nearest
hot and
store.
ready is $5.
And but how bad is that for the kids that's eating it?
Right, and how many times a week are they eating it?
Every day, some cases.
Because people do it more so out of convenience.
Out of convenience?
I feel like, because it's just not enough hours in a day, and it seems like time is moving even quicker.
But not just convenience, out of
like budget.
Budget.
That might
That's
be
true.
If you don't have a car and all that's in
Uber
the
Eats.
nearest areas, the grocery
and just think
stores,
about
the
in
gas
some
station.
areas, it's 5 or 6 restaurants like that, but it's not a grocery store.
Yeah.
That is true.
So that's like a borderline. Then you got to cross, but it's cheaper for me just to go here and give them these chicken nuggets. I promise you, because I went to school for microbiology and chemistry, that is more ingredients in a chicken nugget than chicken. It's like 27 ingredients in a chicken nugget. It's more other stuff in that chicken nugget than it is chicken. But when you go over to Canada and get a chicken nugget, you bite into a piece of chicken breast. You bite into
You're getting the actual chicken.
you're getting a chicken nugget.
Nugget of the chicken.
Here's what they think about you. The medical field is hand over fist cash. They're making so much money, and that's what they care about. That is exactly what they care about, getting that money.
Nowadays, they are advertising different new medicines on commercials. Have you ever sat and listened to the side effects?
Oh my God, that's some of my favorite stuff to
They say
listen
super
to.
fast.
They
say it real fast.
And it's like the whole dictionary.
How
man.
much of you got more side effects than you do, you know, like.
And it'd be some terrible
I will
something.
just deal with whatever problem
Your
I
bone
have.
is gonna fall out, but it'll be all right. Just call the number.
Extreme rectal infections and bleeding possible. Like what? Why would I even ever? I'd rather go through what I got than go through that.
And it's like, you have a weird rash. We help people with rashes.
Man, but think about how many medicines come out every day. Some of them is the placebo effect, which just means you taking a pill thinking it's doing something. Like I'm gonna tell you, people buy medicine for toenail fungus. I study chemistry, I study microbiology. None of that medicine work that they sell over the counter. If you're not getting laser treatment or you're not getting medicine that you ingest that is fighting it from your bloodstream, it's not gonna work. But they sell it, this makes millions and millions of dollars, and they do nothing to stop people from buying that stuff that don't work. They don't make no laws to stop people from putting stuff out to trick you. Just like dieting. They put some stuff out, drink this juice, it burned this and that. Then you find out it's full of sodium. Like, what is that? Gatorade. Mm-hmm. If you're not active, sweating, sports, you're not supposed to drink Gatorade. It's bad for you.
It's got all that sodium.
It's got too much sodium in it. It dehydrates you. It don't replenish. It's full of salt.
Sugar. There's like 40 grams of sugar in it.
Then there's a lot of sugar in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they push it as something that's good or the
They push
healthier option for people that are doing sports or just, in general for electrolytes. So
And then they
It's
take.
good for a hangover.
Then they take.
electrolytes.
Yeah, to replenish them electrolytes.
The newest thing is protein chips, dude. Mm-hmm. You use a potato chip with chicken ground into the potato. I don't know what.
But this is just the road to worse health.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you got to get protein from potato chips, you're on the road to worser health. Or worse or not a word. I just discussed that with somebody on Facebook. They're going to be like, you said it. Worse health.
And it's easy, like eat real food, which is not that easy because it can be expensive or hard to get. Yeah. And gardens and little bits, at least you're getting some vegetables. Like there's ways to combat.
And you know what else is just the most retarded thing to me in the world? Water, bottled water costs more than most soft drinks. Bottled water costs more than pop, juice. Like a big Fiji might cost $5 or $6 in the store. Water is the most abundant resource on the planet. Everybody in the world could drink 1,000 cups of water, and it would look like none has ever been touched. It's so much water. Why does water cost so much? It's the healthiest things for you that they're making cost more, so you could make worse choices when you select and you want something. I'm not about to pay $5 for some water. Let me get this Pepsi. Yeah. It's $3.
What if you live in a place like Flint or Albuquerque? Yeah. They're starting to manufacture. They're always like, okay, if you're not going to buy anything because you don't have any problems, I'll make a problem for you, and then I'll sell the solution.
Oh, that's what they do.
And that's bottled water.
That's what they do. That's what they do. I can't believe. That's just like the worst thing ever. We charging for water. They got a guy that collects water. What city was that? He collects rainwater, and the city is suing him because he said the rainwater belongs to the city.
Isn't that wild? That's like taking them right away, man.
They don't want you to collect rainwater. They want, man. It's being aware though, because they make certain laws that it's just nothing you can do about. And it's the law until the law changes, until we sign enough paperwork and we make enough noise. That law is what it is. Mm-hmm. So there's nothing you can do about it, but you still have to be aware. Some people just don't care. Yeah, it's $5, but I can pay $5, so I don't care. Mm-hmm. I pay. You be like, it's $5. They be in my comments like, my water costs $12 a bottle. Like, okay, that's worse. But you flexing on me because you got $12 water and I got $5 water? We flex for anything, though. Oh, he's still drinking Fiji. I got Wakanda water. Like, it's whoo. And then they get us the they get us to turn on each other just over stuff like that. That's my whole campaign with Don't Do It, because these young cats, I want y'all to understand, not just the guys, but guys, girls, that they pinning y'all against each other by design, because they building new penitentiaries. They want to fill these penitentiaries, so they're gonna make it easy for you to make bad decisions.
Bad decisions.
You look on yeah, exactly. You're gonna look on these rap videos and you see them with all these. Everybody got guns in their videos. They used to want to put a video on if you had a gun. Do you remember that time? Boy, you remember that? They wouldn't even play a video if you was showing a gun. Now it's almost like you can't get a video on if y'all don't got guns, money, and you know what I'm saying? It's that type of music. So the tables have turned, and they've learned how to process off of this. I mean, profit. I didn't mean process. They learned how to profit, and it's just a bad place, man. It's a bad time. I feel bad for the grandchildren's grandchildren. Like 50 years from now. Think about how much stuff happened in the last 50 years. Just think about 50 years from now with the rate of technology, AI. Think about when we get our first AI terrorist. Who's going to stop him? Who's going to stop AI once an AI terrorist comes? That's controlled by AI, that knows when to strike, knows the algorithms, knows. We don't think about stuff like this.
But in a place like Palestine, it's already happened.
It's already happening in places. You're right about that. I know it's one project they was doing where they put AI into a computer, and like seconds after they turned this on, they had to turn it off because it was already thinking of ways to stop them from shutting it down. It already knew they was going to shut it down. So it was already calculating ways to not be shut down. It's only a matter of time before it figured out.
There's this, I've seen things where they like put different AI thinking machines in a communication with each other, and they realize that humans were watching them because they're in that
create a whole different language.
Yes, dude, they know.
Create a whole different language between AIs that humans don't know.
Yep. They're like, and it's
now
like,
what is
kind
that?
of developed that way too because it's way faster. So they're sharing a lot more information.
Man, they sharing information. Me and you could talk for a year straight, and they sharing more information that we could share in a year with each other in a second.
Yep.
We can't outthink it.
Nope.
It's impossible.
You ever heard of quantum computing?
Quantum computing. I have heard of quantum computing. It's so many levels beyond what we know as just like the simple iPhone, and we know how much just our phone can do. They only released this technology to us when they got something 100 times greater.
Yeah.
Just think about it. They had cell phones way before we had cell phones. Then eventually they were like, let's make some money off these cell phones. No, we had them for long enough. They had stuff. They had this technology. They had iPhone. What's they on? 19, 17? They didn't have that capability for years. They just putting it in the hands of the public now.
It's been in the movies though. It was like, oh, the superheroes got it first, man.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. There's so much going around, and there's so much distractions out there for us that we let a lot of stuff go by and don't even consider it, or know we should consider it sometime. It just go by because there's too much stuff out there to. Man, you get online and you get to scrolling. You're a part of 5 different conversations. You didn't order from Amazon. It's a whole world in your hand.
Sure. And I think that's a part of health as well, is what we consume on a daily, just in our mental, social media, songs, conversations. That's
100%
the whole
correct.
9, like those type of things that we take in and just can, cause issues or health issues or depression or other things like that. So I think that that's a key thing when I look at health as wealth. I always think of physical first, and I don't always think of mental first. But I feel like it's a mixture of both.
It's definitely, and it's probably evenly, because what you take in mentally contributes to physically, and that's all negativity. Any negativity that you take in affects you in a negative way, and I'm not talking about just stuff you do. I'm talking about things we eat. Somebody might say this is the right thing. You don't do no research or nothing, and they done did some negative, because a lot of people don't want to see you get your act together before they get. I don't know why that is, but they don't want to see you win if they ain't won. And sometimes even when they win, they don't want to see you win. That's why you got to cut everybody out of that thought process. You just got to do you and get to where you know you got to be or where you want to be.
There was a lady who is here in Detroit. Her name's Lauren Hood.
Okay.
And she gave a talk at the conference, and she was talking about how controlling negativity, even the way you speak about yourself and the things that you're trying to do with your life.
Yep.
If you are nervous about something and you're talking to somebody and you're like, oh, I'm really worried because we're about to be struggling. Even though you mean it in being realistic about the situation.
But you're injecting that into.
Yes, you're speaking that into truth. And so she was talking about how it's the little decisions that add up to the big decisions, and that is a way to put it in control and by worthy manner.
That's 100% facts. That's 100. If you keep telling yourself something, you become that. You doubt yourself. You keep doubting yourself, you will fail. Mm-hmm. That's just facts. That's if you don't put your 100%, you can't put 100% of yourself into it if you doubting yourself.
Yeah. Or you're like, hey, I'm feeling fine. I'm just gonna get through today, on to the next day, and not paying attention to those little signs.
And we do that all the time. Even sometimes the people that go to the doctors see stuff and they be like, I just went to the doctor 6 months ago. I figure it out next time I go. Pay attention to them signs, them red flags, because some of them red flags could be the difference between how you end up in a year from then. Mm-hmm. They get right on it. And the worst, I got a neighbor, man, I tried to get him in here today, but he worked long hours. And they told him he had cancer. I think he weighed like 250 pounds. They told him, man, you got to stop doing this, and that. And, it was real bad and stressed him out. And he just stopped doing everything, drinking, whatever he was doing, and started working out every day. And, 9 months down the line, he looked great. Nah, he just shaped everything. And it turns out that was a false reading. He didn't even have cancer. Wow. So he take that as that was God telling him to get his life together. He never had it. He got the false reading, but now he feels so good that he just won't go back to the old stuff he used to do.
Because it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, and he's one of my biggest inspirations. Shout out to my neighbor, man. You know who you is. He one of my biggest inspirations because I seen him during these times that he was going through this, and I seen the changes he made. And it's funny because I could be sitting on the porch and he'd just come out the house and be walking up the streets like, I'm going on that walk, neighbor. Yeah. I know that mean you better come on go on this walk with me. Yeah. But because he always say something to me like, you ready? You said you wanted to do that?
Yeah, and okay. Each time he say that, that's just working on you.
It's working on you.
And it's when you ready, one day it's going to shock him.
One day I'll be out there in my shoes already when he come out. Like, you ready? You taking too long. He's going to be laughing when he says this.
That seed for you, so yeah.
And then we got to start caring more about each other. Because sometimes, you care about what's going on right at this table, but you'll look at the next table like, man, fuck them. We got to make sure we good over here. But we got to care about each other. That just feeds into having that positive attitude. I try to walk around and I'm guilty of it. You can see me on Facebooks and going through certain things. I match energy. You can see me in one comment, it could be the most intelligent comment you ever read. And then this person done said something and pissed me off, and I'll be right to the streets on him. And then my next comment, I'll be right back to the educated world. So I sometimes even fall, but that's not good. That's not a good thing to do. So just try to keep positive energy because stress is the number one killer. Stress will make you stroke out.
Yes, silent killer.
Silent killer. So don't stress yourself out over stuff that really don't matter. Why stress yourself out of something that don't matter? I don't care what it is, racial, whatever, they called you this on the internet. It don't matter in the grand scheme of your life. That's just somebody's opinion that you don't even know. Now you all mad through your whole day at work. You done went out on the kids. You done did everything because you got upset over how somebody responded. So I'm guilty of some of this stuff too, so don't make it seem like I don't want you to feel like I'm just telling people, don't do this, you shouldn't be doing this, because I do some of this stuff too, and sometimes I need to listen to myself. That's what's being real. Accountability.
Yeah.
That's going to be a whole episode, accountability. And I'm here with 3 women. I know they don't want to hear shit about me talking about no accountability right now.
No,
But-
we're like, I've been told by my friends that I'm real honest and I can listen to somebody's problems and be realistic about their solutions, but don't talk to me about my fucking problems.
Yeah, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it every time. That'll do it every time, man. So, you know what? Don't do it. You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna get shot. You're gonna get told on. Something is gonna happen that you're not thinking about. All you're thinking about is the finish line, the prize. It's a lot of stuff that could go wrong before you get to the finish. Have you ever seen somebody running them marathons and they be right at the end and they slow all the way down and then somebody shoot past them real fast? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Until you cross that finish line, you have not crossed the finish line. Stay focused and read something. Quit listening to stuff and watching it. And read. Actually, do the research yourself sometime, because you'll get the wrong information listening to other people. They might have some of it right, but it's not going to be 100. Even like the news get it wrong all the time. Yeah. So listen here, we got a break coming up. Because I just got a text from nephew. He just pulled up. He got his new car. He want me to come out there and check it out, but I'm going to make him come into the studio. So he going to come in. He going to kick it with y'all, and we're going to wrap this up. This is Slappin' 5's Tellin. I don't know if we about to go right now. Well, how long we got for the break? Okay. We're going to go to break. We're going to come back with nephew, and we're going to hear what nephew talking about. The boy is wild.
Nephew from Detroit, my baby. Street rap. Let's go. Got them fire bars for you, boy. Ah, my baby. Nephew. Ah, I'm breaking chickens down like a chef do. Ah, I gave you your lordship. I assimilate your whole block like a Borg ship. Oh, innocent bystanders, I didn't mean to murk you, but I was bending the corner after curfew. Whoa, I started with a half track. I flipped that. I came right back. Fuck that, I'm trying to cop the ball. Catch me on the block, catch me at the mall. I was real young when I got the call. Pathfinder truck banging Molly Mall. Niggas talking, but who asked you? I'm in the kangaroo boots with the Max Juice. Nephew from Detroit, baby. Hey, I was trying to man my glasses. Shit. Well, forget it, I'll fix them later. I was trying to get the bum to come outside and see my new car. It's a 2003, but it's new to me. So yeah, puppet health is important too. So I want to tell all the puppets, because some of y'all is puppets and dummies. I'm not a dummy, I'm just a puppet. For the puppets and dummies to go get your test too, because it's important, man. Puppets is falling off rapidly. I ain't even seen too many puppets lately. I ain't seen Kermit, Miss Piggy, none of them. They old though, I'm a new puppet. Nephew, I'm on all social media platforms, my baby. Yeah, what's going on? So, hey, what's going on in the world today? I want to talk about one thing and one thing only. I want to tell you young cats, don't do it. I did it myself. I did my time for the crime and I'm home. And it was not fun. I ate beans every day. It was the most horrible experience I ever had. I don't want to never see none of y'all in that experience. So don't do it. You don't have to do it. Get you a job. Get you a paper route. People don't read the newspaper, but you can still make some money. But don't do it, y'all. Nephew in the building. I want to give a shout out to Niko. Niko down here from Colorado. She down here from the desert. I wanted her to bring me down a couple of lizards and some tarantulas, but she forgot about me. It's all good, though. Hey, pour me a glass of that wine. I appreciate you. Okay. So, one more thing. We got We got a big event coming up. It's in September. Rakim gonna be in town. You know what? I ain't gonna even give y'all the dates and stuff. Rakim coming to town in September, y'all. I think it's gonna be September the 16th, around that area. But your nephew will be in the building. And I'm gonna bring one lucky person with me to open the doors for me and roll my weed and stuff like that. Cause I'll be too busy. Nephew from Detroit, baby. Awesome Dre was supposed to come down here this week too. I don't know what happened to him, but I'll catch up with him later. You owe me $35, Dre. You lost. They lost. I need my money. Yeah, my baby. So what's going on with you? I see Radio Face not in here today. What he took the day off? He took the day off, Radio Face, man. He owed me for the game, too. When they lose, they don't want to show up to work. That's another message, too. You got to make sure that you get your money when they lose. Go to their house. Go to their mama house. Go meet them at church. You just take it out the church bowl. I want my money. No, I'm just playing with you. Don't take it out the church bowl. Nephew from Detroit. I don't really got too much to say to y'all today. I guess we have no puppet guests. We got to get some puppet guests in here. That's what's got to happen. Lake, can you bring Lake out? Can you bring Lake out too? She got a puppet named Lake. She ever came in the studio with the puppet? Yeah, okay. I ain't getting no invite.
She did be here with Lakeland.
Okay, Lakeland. Yeah, we got a little history too. Lakeland. All right, yeah. So we gonna get together, me and Lakeland, and we gonna really tell y'all from the puppet's view how we think shit should be. Cause y'all don't wanna listen to us. Y'all think humans know everything, but we've been here for a long time too. So we want us to say what we feel. Did that make sense? It don't matter if it makes sense. I'm a puppet. I can say it however I want to say it. Listen, that's about it. We're gonna wrap it up for the day, man. I know I'm taking too much of y'all time, but I had to get on here and say something. The game come on tonight. If we got money on the game, I expect to see you tomorrow when you lose, bum. I need all my money. Hey, bum, you got anything else you want to say? No, I'm good, nephew. I seen the car, too. I just came back in from seeing the car. The car pretty nice. I know it's nice. I need you to wash it. Get them rims clean under some armor on. Nephew from Detroit, the bum, the Slappin' 5's, telling lies. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. We just like to have fun and kick the game a little bit. Go get yourself tested and wash your ass before you go to the doctor. Shit, the doctor don't want to smell all that. Hey, we ready to cut up out of here? We gonna cut up out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. I love you, Detroit. Let's go, my baby. I need you to roll up one right now, man. We gotta. Say goodnight to the bad puppy, come on. Last time you're gonna see a puppet like this again, my baby, for real.
Yo, the first puppet in a pair of bucks. The first puppet getting cutty, he about to tear the city up. You need a skit or something, hit him up. Nephew from Detroit tapped in with the biggest And Neff even got a comic book. Fly enough to make your baby mama look. Oh, we got him shook. You ain't never seen a puppet in a polo. Probably at the Lions game pulling up dolo. You see his merch, he probably pissing on the logo. Or out with the ladies taking photos. Hold on, the first puppet on Kid L is overflow. Them other guys is telling lies, Pinocchio. I let my baby know it's on the flow. They gon' have to catch up with Stretch and Neff, cause we on the go. The first puppet of the first puppet. Fuck it. Tell Kermit, Miss Piggy love it. What up, though, my baby?